massage tables, and I want to tell you about this table, the Champion, the table you're looking at. The Champion is meant to be a bestseller, and it is. Why? Well, first of all, the size is the most popular size today. It's 30 inches wide. The length is, if there is such a thing as regulation in massage, it's regulation, 72 inches long on the bed itself, plus when you put the face cradle on, you know, the end, it gives another foot. So it's really large enough for a 7-foot person. The upholstery is what they call CFC free. In other words, chemically, it won't degrade with oil when it gets near oils. It won't give off toxic fumes. It's safe. It's as environmentally friendly as upholstery can be. More importantly, we put this very heavy backing on it. It's like a pair of Levi's laminated to the back of the upholstery because it'll last longer. It feels better too, but mostly so it'll last longer and not wear out and look bad like so many other tables do that don't have this beautiful backing on it. We have most tables in this price range have a hinge that looks like this, kind of inadequate. Our hinge is like this. It's not only strong, and the steel is triple the strength of this stuff, but it's made so that the way it works, and when you get the table, you'll see, or you can look at the sample. When the weight goes in, the hinge pinches in on itself, and it makes the table even stronger. So you could have a party and jump up and down on this thing, and nothing bad is going to happen. The knobs on the table. Here's a typical knob from some cheap guys. The sleeve, the insert here, it's like aluminum foil with some twists in it. It's very, very weak. I don't know if you can see it on camera, and it doesn't look good here, but our brass sleeve is very, very thick and it's very, very deep, and the threads are very deep, and it'll last forever. Why it looks kind of messy here is because first of all, we mold the sleeve right into the plastic part. We don't just stick it in. We mold it in, and then we mold over this very soft, kind of sexy feeling plastic, and then we put over a felt pad, which I tried to rip off so I could show you. There's a felt pad we put on so that when you tighten it against your legs, it doesn't scratch the legs of the table. I couldn't get it all off because it's on there pretty good. This, believe it or not, is very important. The foot, even the foot on the table, the foot on this table is made of a plastic that's soft enough so that it won't slide across your floor in case you're going to have it on a hard floor. It also won't leave marks, and it has 2 screws, which is something that's not to be taken for granted. Some tables have just 1 screw, and it means when you do drag the table across carpeting or anything or a floor, the foot tends to pop off, and then you're left with an uneven table or a screw head sticking out to scratch everything up. This is really important, how you make the foot. Lastly, I think, just to show you the integrity and the strength that this is second to last. That's it. Look at the arm shelf that comes with some tables. If you see it online or in a picture, you can't tell that this is what you're supposed to get, and this comes with this table. But this is what some people pass off as an arm shelf. Let's see. Should I get? Pardon me for. I don't want to get violent or anything, but let's cut this open right here. This is unrehearsed. Let's see. Let's take a look at the thickness of this piece of wood. See it? It's pretty much like a soda cracker. It's going to break the first time you use it. Maybe the second time. Let's see what we got here. We have more foam. Oh my God. And we have more wood. Look at that. I mean, this is what you're supposed to get, but this is what, if you're not careful, you will get. The last thing I want to say is the most important thing. I know where you're standing. I know where you're shopping. I know what customers of ours take this table. That's maybe the most important thing because they're very particular. They put this through all kinds of quality tests besides our own, all kinds of environmental standards besides our own. And where you're standing, looking at this table, it's for sure you're going to get a good deal on it and that the table's going to be made right. Other people may be giving you this. This is what we have through and through this table. Thank you very much. So lastly, I mean really lastly, I forgot to say this before, the table opens in a second. It is so easy to set this table up. Just watch. You just, period. Auto lock legs. That's what we mean. Up. Lastly, really lastly, I thought I would show you what does it mean 30-inch wide. And here, of course, is the Champion table. It's the most popular selling size that there is. And here is some miraculously cheap table we bought online. You know, it's the one where I cut open the armrest. But you can see how wide this is. It's good, you know, for an extremely slender person. But this is good for, it's not good, it's great for an average American person. And that's just it. This may be slender, and many people are slender, and I would like to be slender. But, man, I don't think I could ever get to be this slender, not since I was about 8 years old. And size is not everything, as I showed you. It's the built-in quality of everything that's part of this table. Every piece of wood, every screw, everything. It's just made right. It's made really well, like your mother would make it for you. Hi, I'm Michael Friedman, president of Master Massage Tables, and I want to tell you about this table, the Champion, the table you're looking at. The Champion is meant to be a bestseller, and it is. Why? Well, first of all, the size is the most popular size today. It's 30 inches wide. The length is, if there is such a thing as regulation in massage, it's regulation, 72 inches long on the bed itself. Plus, when you put the face cradle on, you know, the end, it gives another foot. So it's really large enough for a 7-foot person. The